Hey, hi, I'm Madhavan. I'm one of the co-founders of Reclaim Protocol, and today I want to talk to you about one of these new regulations that was passed in the United Kingdoms, which requires apps and websites to check the user's age before letting them in. And the thing that I really want to focus on today is how this should be implemented and how we as citizens of the internet deserve better ways of verifying our age on these apps and websites. There are two popular ways that it is being done today. The first one is this service called Persona. So Persona is basically a KYC product, which is where it has its product market fit, but it is the same system that is now being used to verify people's age. What that means is, as a user, you have to upload your driver's license or passport, and then Persona with its AI and humans, whatever, they verify whether that ID is correct. And on that ID, if your date of birth signifies that you are greater than 18. That is how Persona is being used today, and it requires you to upload your driver's license or passport, whatever. That's option number one that you have. This is what I think Reddit uses today. And the other one is being used by Instagram. It's called Yoti. Now, instead of uploading your driver's license, what Yoti asks you to do is for you to upload your face scan. Right? So you take a picture of your face, and then using certain AI heuristics, it's able to determine what your age is most likely to be. And using that, Instagram could give you access or not give you access. But the thing to note over here is, in both of these cases, you are uploading either your face or your driver's license or your passport, something like that. And there has been a big uproar against this. I'll quickly play this
video. There are more privacy-preserving ways of understanding a person's age online, and I would like to see us focus on those.
So essentially, the backlash from the internet has been not so much that, hey, this regulation is bad, but rather that the way that it is being implemented is bad. Now, I think everybody can agree that, okay, there are certain websites and services that should be beyond the access of kids and teens. That makes sense. But the way that this is being implemented is concerning. And the concern is as follows. When you're uploading your driver's license or your passport or even your face, you are essentially doxing yourself. What that means is the website or the government could then intervene and try to censor you. So just by giving your age verification, or rather just by participating in age verification, you are having to give these services your ID, which can then be used against you to censor you. And that is the premise of the backlash that we are seeing on the internet right now. It is a breach of privacy, because you don't need that information. You don't need to know what my name is. You don't need to know my date of birth. You don't need to know where I live, or you don't need to know how I look in order to verify my age. And that's problem number one. Problem number two is, if you have access to who the real user is behind this account, that information can then be used to censor people on the internet. And I think that is just net bad for everybody. And there is a better way to do this. There is, of course, Reclaim Protocol, which I'm a co-founder of, which has been doing this for a while now, actually, but I think it is now timely to talk about it again, is using Reclaim Protocol. You could use cryptography to verify somebody's age and nothing else, right? So we use something called zero knowledge proofs, in which no information about the user is revealed other than the age itself. And let me quickly show you how it works. Or rather, before I show you how it works, this is exactly the amount of code that you need to write to verify somebody's age on your website or app, right? Literally 20 lines of code. Just copy paste this, and you have age verification baked into your app or website. To quickly show you, now you could integrate this into your website, and then the user would have to scan this QR code. And once they scan the QR code, they will be asked to log in into NHS in the case of UK. Right, so NHS is the government website that actually has your age. And if the government website is saying that, hey, yes, this person's age is so and so, it's probably trustworthy, right? And what we do is tell your app that, hey, nhs.gov.uk says that this user's age is so and so 42. Well, that's not my account on my age, whatever. But there are only two pieces of information that are required for any app to be able to do age verification. The first is, of course, age itself. In fact, they don't even need the age in the plain number. All that they need to know is, are you above 18 or not? But okay, fine. The first thing that they need is the age itself. The second thing that they need is some way of identifying that this user has already been seen on their system, so that the same NHS account is not used by multiple people to prove their age on their website. So you need some form of unique identifier. One such unique identifier is, of course, the NHS number itself. But NHS number itself is actually pretty private information. You don't want to give out your NHS number to some adult website that you're accessing. So what we do is we give you the hash of the NHS number. So it is enough to deduplicate users. So you will know that this is a new user or a user that you've already seen before, but without knowing their NHS number. So these are two pieces of information that are being extracted directly from a government portal. So it is definitely trustworthy, and we will give you zero knowledge proofs, or rather cryptographic proofs, to verify that this is information that indeed came from a trusted website, which is nhs.gov.uk. And this is all that you get. So if you notice over here, you don't see my name, you don't see my date of birth, whatever, right? So that is information that is obviously present on nhs.gov.uk, but it is not part of the verification that is being done for age. So this is exactly the information that you need to verify somebody's age, and that is exactly the information that you will get from Reclaim Protocol. So it's very, very privacy preserving. And more importantly, if you go integrate this into your product today, it's actually much cheaper, because you don't have to do a lot of this AI work that Persona or Yoti would have to be doing on the back end. This is information that is directly coming from nhs.gov.uk. So it just costs a few cents instead of a dollar or two on Persona or Yoti, depending on what your scale is. And that's the essence of Reclaim Protocol and how it can be used for age verification. I think we as citizens on the internet need to push for more privacy preserving technologies to be used in age verification, or also more broadly, right? Like, we need more privacy preserving technologies on the internet. And I really don't care so much about whether your service uses Reclaim Protocol for age verification, but as long as it's using any form of privacy preserving technology to get this job done, I think that itself is a huge win for us as an internet community. So again, an appeal over here is to go at least check out reclaimprotocol.org. You can go to age.reclaimprotocol.org if this is specifically what you're looking for, and see if this makes sense for you. And if it does, we are happy to talk to you. And if not, that's also okay, but let us know if there's anything that we can help with. With that, I will leave you. age.reclaimprotocol.org. Check us out and reach out to me if that's something that's of interest to you. Thank you. Bye-bye.